Let's look at this question. Two identical conical containers C1 and C2, each of volume V liters, contain exactly small v liters of water each. Initially, both the containers are resting on the basis. If C2 is now inverted and made to rest on its vertex, the water level in it becomes twice as high as that in C1. If small v by capital V is equal to P, then which of the following is true of P? Okay, let's see. So first let's draw container C1, then there is water filled up here to some degree. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking the volume of this entire, this is container C1, volume of this entire container C1 as 1, and the height of this entire container, height, the entire height of this container also is 1. I'm taking these numbers for the sake of calculation. It will make my work easier because eventually I have to give my answer in terms of P, which is the ratio. So regardless of what number I take, it will not make a difference. So if this is 1, this is 1. So can you see, this is the small v, this is the small v. Can you see, if this is C1, I'm naming this A, this B, this D, and this E. There is a small cone getting formed at the top as well. CDE is a cone and CAB is a cone. What is the volume of CDE? Can you see the volume of CDE? The volume of CDE, the volume of CDE will be nothing but 1 minus V by capital V. If the entire volume was 1, if the entire volume was 1 and this was small 1, so V, small v I'm marking with a circle, small v by capital V, and we have been told small v by capital V is equal to P. So the volume of CDE is equal to how much? Uh, 1 minus P. 1 minus P. Now, because CDE and CAB are similar cones, are similar cones, can you also see the height here? I'm calling it H, and the height here. I'm calling this H1 and I'm calling this H2. I'm calling this H1 and calling this H2. Because CDE and CAB are similar cones, can you see that H2 will be nothing but cube root of 1 minus P? Whatever volume you get, the length of the sides would be in the ratio, whatever is the ratio of their volume, sorry, cube root of ratio of volume. So H2 would be nothing but cube root of 1 minus P. Okay, we have this. Now if H2 is cube root of 1 minus P, can I say H1 will be equal to 1 minus H2. This entire height we have taken capital H as 1. So 1 minus H2 or 1 minus cube root of 1 minus P. Okay. See, why we are going down this route is, understand, in order to reach a singular term in terms of P, I need to find P and something else in an equation, and I have been told this height H1 that I have, in the second cone this gets doubled. So the best way forward would be to link H1 with P somehow. Okay, let's get to the second cone. Sorry. This is a straight up cone. We need an inverted cone in the second one. Something like this would happen. This height will now be 2h, and this volume would be V. If this volume is V, we know the precise value of V is V by capital V, which is 1 only. So 2h1, this is h1, 2h1 would be nothing but under root of P. 2h1 would be nothing but under root of p. Okay, if we get 2h1 is under root of p, we can also reach this place. And see here, h1 in terms of p and 2h1 in terms of p. So we can equate these. I'll get 2 minus 2 into cube root of 1 minus p is equal to cube root of p. So getting all the p's on one side, cube root of p plus 2 into cube root of 1 minus p should be equal to 2. I now have one expression in terms of p, and option C matches this. Option C is equal to this. So your answer to this question will be option C.